everyone, this is Stranger Hans here, back with another video, and today is the day that Spirit Halloween decided to drop part of their lineup. Unfortunately, it's not the entire lineup, but it's still quite a few props. So without further ado, let's cover these and see what they do. So to begin, let's start off with Valak here, who is definitely a huge highlight for this year. She stands at approximately 5.8 feet tall and is being sold for $300. What's cool about her, she's licensed after the Nun from the Conjuring series, which is really awesome. And although I've never seen the movies before, I think she's a really creepy character. What's cool about this prop is that she utilizes a scissor mechanism, and what that means is that she shoots out really fast towards guests. And just looking at this animation already, I think it's very promising and could make for a wonderful scare. So let's see her video. And that was Valak. Again, what can I say? This is a great prop, and I think she'll be a wonderful seller this year too. I feel like she'll be a wonderful prop to have in any Halloween display. Although the mechanism is pretty evident, I mean, you can see it pretty well just right there, I think that most people won't mind. What people will really focus on is her jump scare, which is very fast, and I think will be even faster in person too, which is great. I think she'll be a really good scare, and work in so many different themes and displays. And I'm just really glad that this prop exists. She was supposed to be released last year, but something happened. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but she was delayed until this year, but I'm glad she finally came out because, wow, this was definitely worth the wait. Next on the list we have the Electrified Corpse, which is a remake of the 2016 prop that Spirit used to sell. And I think it's wonderful. I think it looks really good. And for the price of $150, it's not that bad, like at all really. I think it's very affordable, and so far I think it looks great, honestly. It looks like a very faithful remake. I like the way it's painted, and yeah, I can't wait to see what it does, but I think you already know what it does. But either way, let's show the video right here. And yeah, there's not much to say here because, I mean, again, it's a remake of an old prop, but I still think it looks wonderful. I think Crazy Crate did a great job remaking him, and for what he is, I think he's a wonderful remake, if not one of the best we've ever really gotten. I think he'll be a really good seller, once again, like, you know, like he used to be back then, and I can't wait to see him in stores again after all these years. Now it's time we move on to the Night Owl. This is a $250 prop that is being sold at Spirit Halloween this year, and it's a very interesting prop. I think it's kind of lackluster, honestly. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. I think there's still far worse props that have been released over the past few years, but I think it could be slightly better. I think it looks a little bare bones, if that makes any sense. I'm not the biggest fan of its cosmetics. I feel like the wings look a little cheap, and even the body itself looks kind of fake. But, I mean, overall, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I don't think the price is very justifiable. However, with a height of 6 feet, I feel like it could be pretty big in person, so once I see it in person, I might completely change my mind on it. But as it stands right now, I don't think it's that interesting, and perhaps might be one of the worst in this lineup, at least in my opinion. Next on the list we have Two-Faced Teddy, which is being sold for $130. And I think he's pretty good. I know he is pretty controversial this year since he's, a cheap prop. He's nothing too special, and people don't like how he's pretty much just a new version of, what's his name, Poor George from 2023, except with like a few changes, one being that he's standing up now. But I think he's fine, honestly. With a height of 6 feet, I think that's pretty good. And what I like is that he also has a similar build to Silent and Deadly from this year, so that means his quality can't be that bad, at least I would hope not. I think he looks pretty well built for his price, so yeah, I really don't see the complaints for him, and why he's so widely hated. I think he's completely fine for what he is, and yeah, let's see his video right now. And finally, we have Mutant Sewer Rat, which is being sold for $230. And this guy stands at about 4.2 feet tall. So this is a really cool prop. I know we've kind of known about this one for quite some time, but it's so nice to finally see this prop in HD, and I think it looks wonderful. I love the detail on it, with all the scabs and like the nasty markings on it. It looks so creepy. And I like its stature too. I know people are saying that it's pretty short and they wish it was bigger, but I think it's fine, especially for being a rat prop. I think this is still pretty big for a rat. And I think it looks good. I like the green creepy cloth on it. It looks like it's being drenched in like, green toxic ooze or something, which is very fitting for its name. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great prop, if not one of my favorites so far. And I also I really like its presence too. I feel like it would look really good in stores, especially with the subway theme that they're going for this year. And that was my video covering Wave 1 of Spirit Halloween's 2025 lineup. Again, it's not a lot of props, but I think there's a lot of promise to be had in whatever's next to come. I'm not sure when the rest will come out, but I'm looking forward to that day. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you all later.